But then after that moment, what usually happens is a full realization. Everything becomes clear. Who they are, what they need becomes clear. Now, they might not win. Just because you're in a comedy doesn't mean that your character is going to succeed. In Love and Death, Woody Allen dies at the end of the movie. He comes back and comments on it as a ghost, but he's still dead. But that's the point of the movie in which everything has been revealed. All revelations have taken place, and now your protagonist can try to achieve what they need to achieve, what they want to achieve, and that's the part of the hero's journey that we call the race to the finish. And in that race to the finish, success or failure has to hang by a hair's breadth. It's always got to be a situation where it could go either way, believably go either way. In the race to the finish, your character literally has to take action. Now that seems like it would be self-evident, and yet I read a lot of screenplays in which you're a passive protagonist, passively lets something happen that passively allows them to succeed in the end. And if there's one thing you need to do at that moment in the hero's journey, is the character must take positive action. That's why we see Dustin Hoffman racing to the church. That's why we see Billy Crystal running through the streets of Manhattan to tell Meg Ryan he loves her. And it doesn't need to just be a literal race. I mean, That's Enough, with the very soft, kind of small, soft-spoken comedy with Julia Louis-Dreyfus and the late, great James Gandolfini. He's broken up with her because he's found out that she was trying to keep the fact that his ex-wife is her new best friend and masseuse client, and he just couldn't deal with the duplicity, and he breaks up with her. And what Julia Louis-Dreyfus does is she simply drives by his house and stops outside his house. So it doesn't need to be racing down the street, but it does need for your character to take some positive action to make their dreams come true, to achieve their goal. And then the end of the comic hero's journey is you don't necessarily need to have a wedding or a celebration, but there has to be some hint of the future, that the future is going to be set on a better path.